NorCal Sports TV Super Saturday, live from San Joaquin Delta College in Stockton, California. I'm the voice of choice, Levi Flores. 6-game slate for today, starting off with the Bear Creek Bruins and St. Mary's, the Rams. In this opening matchup, we have the Division II Sac Joaquin section play between St. Mary's and the Tri-City Athletic League and the Bear Creek Bruins from the San Joaquin Athletic Association. Who will come out on top? You'll find out next. I'm the voice of choice, Levi Flores. Game 1, Bear Creek Bruins, St. Mary's Rams. These two teams in recent history has only played one time, and that was back in 2013, where St. Mary's won 62-59, just a 3-point game. And these two teams building their basketball programs year by year, getting better with each and every game, every practice. And since we had that 3-point game all the way back in 2013, they're hoping to replicate in a similar fashion. But both teams, of course, hoping to come out on top. The Bear Creek Bruins, San Joaquin Athletic Association, they're at the number 2 spot behind Weston Ranch. They're 5-2 in league play. They're 16-10 overall, and they're on a 3-game winning streak, and they play in a tough league. Weston Ranch, of course, being undefeated, playing against Modesto Christian last year in a huge battle that eventually led Modesto Christian to a loss, but they still were able to get a number 1 seed when it came playoff time. But alongside Bear Creek and Weston Ranch, Edison, McNair, Toque, Chavez, Stagg, and Franklin, all fantastic teams in the Sac Joaquin section. And on the other hand, talking about Modesto Christian, St. Mary's in the Tri-City Athletic League, where Modesto Christian holds the top spot 11-0, Lincoln behind at 8-2, Lodi at 6-4, in which we'll see in our second game of the day here for NorCal Sports TV Super Saturday. They'll be playing against Sonora. And if there are any Sonora fans watching right now, it's about an hour and a half until tip-off for that Wildcat basketball game, and you can still make it here in time for tip-off if you wanted to come down and watch the Wildcats play in person. But St. Mary's currently at the 4 spot in the Tri-City Athletic League at 4-5. But when you look at their points for and points against in league play, they actually allow the least amount of points. Their offense just isn't the scoring type, or else they would be right at the top next to Modesto Christian. St. Mary's on a 2-game losing streak. They've played 8 games on neutral courts. They're 5-3 on neutral courts. And when you look at that neutral game play, it is huge because when you play on a neutral court, you're playing against a team that's almost exactly equal to you in a ranking. You have these showcases, just like today when they play against Bear Creek, that it's a matchup just for you. They look at what you've done on the season, how good your offense, your defense is, how close of an opponent you are, and they match you up. So having a good record on a neutral court is fantastic for St. Mary's coming into this game, as they are 5-3. On the other hand, for Bear Creek, they've only played 4 games on a neutral court and have split it 2-2. Bear Creek averages 62 points per game, allows 57. And for St. Mary's, they average just 54 points per game, but then their defense only allows just over 54 points at 54.5. So they're on the bottom half of scoring. Their defense, though, does keep the opposing teams to a minimum. But how are they going to match up against Bear Creek? That's going to be the big question. Bear Creek Bruins starting 5. Number 1, the senior Nemo Lucas. Number 2, Elijah Duncan, the 6'3" senior shooting guard. Number 3, Tyler Campos, the senior. Number 24, Eddie Andiola, the 5'10" junior. And number 35, Kenneth Easley, the senior at the post. On the other hand, for the St. Mary's Rams, number 10, William Weedington, the 5'7" senior guard. Number 11, Jeremy Krause, the 6'3" junior forward. Number 12, Vincent Arnaudo, the 6'2" senior forward. Number 13, Jaden Hingston, the 5'11" junior guard. And number 25, Will Stevens, the 6' senior shooting guard. It's NorCal Sports TV Super Saturday from Delta College, hosted by Venture Academy. Kenneth Easley to jump for Bear Creek. St. Mary's on the other side will have Vincent Arnaudo. Jeremy Krause. My apologies. St. Mary's starting off going right to left. Bear Creek left to right as they win the tip in the blue jerseys. Tyler Campos will start it off for the Bear Creek offense. 62 points per game on average for the Bruin offense. Easily caught underneath, flicks it out, slips through the hands of his target, Nemo Lucas, and it'll go the other way. A failed possession to start game 1. Bear Creek led by Elijah Duncan at 17 points per game. Andiola has 11 points per game. That's the only 2 scores in double-digit figures for Bear Creek. Not able to capitalize on their first touch of the ball. St. Mary's, on the other hand, trying to be the first on the board. Jeremy Krause will flick it to the right side from the wing. Still moving that offense. And when these high school teams play on a college court, the three-point line is further out in their mind. It's just an instinct to shoot from the back line. But unfortunately, they're going to be taking a lot of shots deeper than they would want. The blue line is the high school three-point line. And they'll have to switch their brain and say, this is where I usually shoot from. There's no need to put extra power or less power. I can hit this. I do it every day in practice. I do it every day in games. 2-2 after the first failed possession from Bear Creek. Both teams go down and score on their next basket. From the corner, the 3-ball knocked through for Will Stevens, the 6' senior shooting guard. Be the first to knock it down from deep in the corner. Ball rattles out. St. Mary's will get the long rebound in the corner in front of their own bench. Will Stevens, 32% from the outside. He's attempted 80 on the season. Ball wraps out. Offensive rebound. Blocked by Easley. Top arc. 3-ball off the left side. Another St. Mary's offensive rebound. Stops underneath. Steps through. Foul. Count the basket. And one. Will Stevens will go back-to-back baskets on back-to-back possessions. Will Stevens, 6.5 points per game. He has 5 already, a chance to make it 6 on the old-fashioned three-point play. Will Stevens, the best free throw shooter on the team at 86%. And the broadcaster's jinx strikes again. Sorry about that, Will. Foul on the rebound. St. Mary's will stay with it. Their offense will continue to move. Stevens, baseline drive, floats it up with the left hand. That won't go. Brought down by Lucas, trying to run the length of the floor before the defense can get back. Some fans want to travel. The ball was poked out. It stays with Bear Creek on the inbound underneath the basket to score on. Easley finds Andiola. His three off the mark. Offensive rebound. They'll reset high. Campos back to him. It's Andiola. Misses back-to-back threes. Drive down the middle. Swatted at and fouled. Have more free throws. This time it's Bear Creek. Campos hits the first, averaging just under 5 points per game. %62 on the free throw line. He's only attempted 14 on the season. Misses the second. Ball batted all the way towards midcourt. Saves it just in the nick of time. Lucas holding near midcourt. Ball tipped and stolen. Hingston will lead the drive. Goes up with the left hand. Smokes the layup. Stevens knocks it out of bounds. It goes to the Bruins. An unfortunate error by St. Mary's. Jaden Hingston goes up with the left hand. Smokes the layup in transition. Had the defense on his back. Couldn't turn the steal into points. Lucas, floater, straight down the middle. Ball poked from behind. Stevens doing a lot of the work early in the first quarter. Ball given up. Beautiful pass, but another layup off the mark. Abraham Karabala. Great pass reception, no finish. Scooped up and under, denied by Karabala. Wing three, Lucas, short. A lot of offensive rebounds early in the first quarter. Here goes another poke. Hingston, a chance to make up for his last miss. Count the basket and one. Going to the charity stripe for an extra. Both teams making a couple of substitutions. Hingston will be at the free throw line for a three-point play. St. Mary's leading by 6, currently 9-3, halfway through the first quarter. Hingston, the team's leading scorer at nearly 12 points per game. He's the best three-point shooter on the team at 36%, attempting nearly 80 on the season, hitting 30. Three-point play converted for St. Mary's. Bear Creek holding on to just 3 points. Pogo off the block, rebound St. Mary's. Pass taken away, trying to find the cutter. Instead, it's Chet going coast to coast, denied by Karabala, but a piece of the arm leads to a whistle blow. Free throws for Bear Creek. Joel Chet stopped by Karabala. The official saw some contact, unfortunately, for what could have been a highlight play. Chet misses his second, snagged off the rim by Evan Dorham. Baseline. Little touch on it. Not going to go. Floats off the rim like a feather. Driving, push from behind. A good call by the official. That'll be Evan Dorman, the 5'10" junior guard, getting a little too physical after Timmy Daw beat him out. Daw knocks them both down. 10-6, Bear Creek living at the free throw line. St. Mary's, their defense doing a great job despite picking up the 3 fouls in the first quarter. High screen from Karabala. Nothing's open. The steal at the top, 2-on-1 pressure. Smokes another layup. Whether it's layups or cigarettes, smoking is bad. We've seen a lot of smoking here in the first quarter. Three won't go for Evan Dorman. Just inside the arc. Pogo's up and down. Eagle gets the board wide open. Wing three for Hingston. That won't go through for the top shooter on St. Mary's. Over the head pass to the corner. 3-point ball, slow to get started for both teams. Karabala taking a deep three, getting his own miss. Reset the shot clock. They still have plenty of time. They'll reset at the top. High screen, Karabala flicks it back out. Some Bruins fans wanted to travel. Leading pass to Camelo. One-on-one. Another smoke layup. Put back. Finally goes through. Jaden Hingston putting in the work. We've doubled up the score. 12-6 in the first quarter. The Rams defense definitely showing up, only allowing 6 points. It's still early. A lot of these teams don't play this early throughout the year. 12 o'clock start time. Might take a quarter to really heat up. Another open three, 18-footer, goes 17. Picked up on the baseline. Back by Camelo. He'll miss 2 in a row, and then Karabala gets tied up with Nemo Lucas for the jump ball. Get a 4-man substitution for St. Mary's. 3 come in for Bear Creek, and the Bruins will have it after the change of possession. My apologies, St. Mary's keeps it on the jump ball. They'll be under the basket to score on. Wethington in. Fading 8-footer. Beautiful touch. Vincent Arnaudo. St. Mary's not allowing the ball to get into the paint. Bear Creek trying their hardest to penetrate the defense. Daw gets a high screen, but he's double teamed, forced to pick up the dribble. 7 seconds to get off the shot. High screen, it's moving. Offensive foul. Kenneth Easley was moving on the screen, trying to get his man open. We'll turn over back to St. Mary's, who can extend their lead. They're already up by 8. substitution for Bear Creek. They bring in Eddie Andiola for Timmy Daw for this final possession of the first quarter. St. Mary's no shot clock, but they do have to beat out the first quarter buzzer. Wethington. He'll try to drive through, but caught on a travel with 5 seconds left. Bear Creek now has a chance to put one more bucket on the board. Full court press from the Rams. It'll be a tough shot if they get it off. Top of the backboard. Ending the first quarter, it's St. Mary's 14, Bear Creek 6 for NorCal Sports TV's Super Saturday.
The time to get in shape is finally here. The Boss Move Fitness app is here to help you accomplish your goals with a customized meal plan, day by day, with a shopping list to make sure that you're eating something nutritious and delicious to help you lose the belly fat for good. It also comes with a customized workout plan, whether you're in a gym or at home, so therefore you never ever have to question what you're doing to make sure you get in the shape that you want to be in. Get started today at GetStartedAtBossMoveFitness.com to accomplish your goals in no time.
14-6 after the first quarter of play. The St. Mary's Rams leading the Bear Creek Bruins. I'm the voice of choice, Levi Flores. Thank you for joining me for NorCal Sports TV Super Saturday at San Joaquin Delta College, hosted by Venture Academy. 5 more games following this. Sonora Lodi will be playing next. Venture Academy Tracy at 3 o'clock. Moreau Catholic Intercom at 4:30. Sacramento Weston Ranch at 6. And then at 7:30, it's Bishop O'Dowd in Lincoln, and our friend and other NorCal Sports TV broadcaster, Chris Babcock. I know he's sad he's missing the Bishop O'Dowd Lincoln game. He would want to be here and broadcast that. But what he told me is he wanted to go down to Vegas and spend some money and possibly lose some money as well. He told me red 15 on the roulette wheel, but as soon as he placed it down, they took it away and said you can't have that for the Super Bowl. St. Mary's starting off how they left off in the first quarter. It's a 10-point lead, the largest of the game. 15-footer doesn't go out of the fingertips of Tyler Campos. Eight-foot floater, a little contact as he was coming down. No whistle. They'll let it play through. It was William Wethington putting down that shot. Only 6 points allowed by St. Mary's, and if I'm not mistaken, all 6 points have come from the free throw line. Bruins, not easy to get through that Rams defense. That's what we talked about in the pregame. Only allowing 54 points per game when they score 54. Bruins averaging 62 points per game and only having 6 in the first quarter. If they're able to put up 62 points, it would definitely be a spectacle. Foul against St. Mary's. That's the first in the quarter. Corner 3. Bounces out, taken by Joshua Milanita, and he gets it to go. Coast-to-coast drive. And then another takeaway. St. Mary's, their defense not allowing anything from the Bruins, and their offense staggering out their points. Andiola to Duncan. 3 goes off the front rim. Caught at midcourt, lost handle of the ball, sprinkles it over to Milanita. Easy right hand, and it floats right over the rim and creeps down through for 2 extra points. Bear Creek not liking what they're seeing, calls the timeout as it's 22-6 in the second. Bruins head coach Elijah Badu not liking what he's seeing on the court, both offensively and defensively. He calls a timeout as we're just a minute and a half into the second quarter. St. Mary's has taken a lead 22-6 after it's just 14-6. It's 8 straight points for St. Mary's in the second quarter, and even more before that if you were to dive deeper into the first quarter statistics as well. We'll see what Coach Badu is able to do during his 1-minute break, and if their offense can get jump-started. Need the jumper cables. Another takeaway for St. Mary's. Wethington will have no added pressure. Great college coach, friend of mine, always said if you call a timeout, you always want to score out of that timeout. You do not want to turn the ball over. It needs to be a score. And there, Bear Creek, unfortunately, does the worst thing you can have in that possession. Left side drive, a little bit of arm contact. This will be sending Jeremy Krause to the free throw line. Rather, Kona Gomez. Gomez, the 5'8" junior guard, will be shooting 2. Gomez playing in 13 of the 25 games, averaging just under 2 points, and taking his first free throws of the season. The threes have been cold for both teams as this one will rattle through. Timmy Daw drops it down from about 16 feet out. The three-point ball not playing well for either team. He wanted to take the three from the corner. He had enough separation to take the shot without any defensive pressure. Decides to go in just a little bit closer, get the more high percentage shot, and it pays off for him. It's the first made basket for Bear Creek in the second quarter. St. Mary's substitution, they'll take out Jeremy Krause. Ibrahim Karabala, the 6'4" sophomore forward. We've seen him in his defensive stance protecting the paint like he does here, but Elijah Duncan gets the better of him this time. Duncan, the team's leading scorer, 17 points per game. Finally getting started. It was that last bucket by Timmy Daw we can count as the jumper cables. Needed their battery to get started. And it's finally going well for the Bruins. Karabala gets called for the foul. That's his second. Daw hands it off to Duncan. He's double teamed, still gets off a 10-footer. My goodness, that's a tough shot. Duncan goes back-to-back scoring possessions in St. Mary's. They've turned the ball over and got called on multiple fouls in their last 5 possessions, and here's another one. Corner 3, Daw sets up. Still won't go, rattles out. Batted into the Bear Creek direction, but picking up the foul will be Easley. That's his second of the game, and the team's second in the quarter. Nemo Lucas will be a late addition to the Bear Creek 5. He'll take out Easley. They'll save him for the second half, picking up those 2 fouls. You don't want to see him dive deeper into any trouble. Another St. Mary's turnover. Baseline, throws it off the glass, and it launches through the hole. Joel Chet. Bear Creek offense really getting moving. It's like a boulder rolling downhill. Once it starts, it's not going to stop. Pumping on the right-hand floater. Nowhere to go. Offensive board, put back. Not there either. Duncan rises up for the rebound. Duncan throws it up. Offensive foul. Standing in his way was Mason Eagle. Looked like a lot of lower body contact, in which Duncan would have a right to be frustrated on the call. It was made anyway. Duncan will get the call. It's the 3rd foul against Bear Creek in the quarter. 2 minutes to go until halftime. Bear Creek already scoring more in the second quarter than they did in the first. They were held to just 6 points through the first 8 minutes. They have 8 currently in the second quarter, and plenty of time to rise up. Meanwhile, St. Mary's had 8 points within the first 2.5 minutes of the second quarter, and now they've really slowed up. Bear Creek taking over. Joel Chet, another 3, puts that through the hole. 11-point second quarter as of now for Bear Creek. The fling down low, lost the handle, another turnover. It's like reading a book backwards from what we saw in the first quarter. Daw, he gets stripped. No one's there to stop him. Easy right hand. And a fist pump after the fast break. Jaden Hingston. Offensive foul. Lucas gets it called on. And Vincent Arnado gets up on his feet and runs it back. Some of the fans voicing their opinions now after Bear Creek has really shown off their abilities in the second quarter. Lucas trying to set up himself to take a charge, not in the general area, was leaning over. Could have been called a foul against him, but the officials let it play through as the layup does go in for 2. 38-17. 30 seconds to go. Shot clock down to 20 seconds. Another 3 ball. Timmy Daw will bring it to a 10-point game, but St. Mary's still has the final laugh if they can get one shot off. Jump ball. Great force by Eddie Andiola. Held it high at the 3-point line after the handoff. Thought he would go by and then he can make an attack, but instead goes in, reaches for it, and ties it up. St. Mary's will still hold the possession, but it'll be Bear Creek ball when we come back for the third quarter. 15-footer. Poe goes out, and Bear Creek has made the second quarter comeback. The lead is still 10 for St. Mary's, but the second half is going to be fun. You're watching NorCal Sports TV Super Saturday from San Joaquin Delta College in Stockton.
The time to get in shape is finally here. The Boss Move Fitness app is here to help you accomplish your goals with a customized meal plan, day by day, with a shopping list to make sure that you're eating something nutritious and delicious to help you lose the belly fat for good. It also comes with a customized workout plan, whether you're in a gym or at home, so therefore you never ever have to question what you're doing to make sure you get in the shape that you want to be in. Get started today at GetStartedAtBossMoveFitness.com to accomplish your goals in no time. The time to get in shape is finally here. The Boss Move Fitness app is here to help you accomplish your goals with a customized meal plan, day by day, with a shopping list to make sure that you're eating something nutritious and delicious to help you lose the belly fat for good. It also comes with a customized workout plan, whether you're in a gym or at home, so therefore you never ever have to question what you're doing to make sure you get in the shape that you want to be in. Get started today at GetStartedAtBossMoveFitness.com to accomplish your goals in no time. The time to get in shape is finally here. The Boss Move Fitness app is here to help you accomplish your goals with a customized meal plan, day by day, with a shopping list to make sure that you're eating something nutritious and delicious to help you lose the belly fat for good. It also comes with a customized workout plan, whether you're in a gym or at home, so therefore you never ever have to question what you're doing to make sure you get in the shape that you want to be in. Get started today at GetStartedAtBossMoveFitness.com to accomplish your goals in no time.
Second half of action in our first game of the day. The Bear Creek Bruins down by 10 to the St. Mary's Rams, 30-20 through the first two quarters. I'm the voice of choice, Levi Flores. Thank you for joining me at NorCal Sports TV Super Saturday from San Joaquin Delta College in Stockton, hosted by Venture Academy. In Game 2, we will have the Sonora Wildcats against the Lodi Flames. That'll be coming up, tip-off roughly around 1:30, but we have still 2 quarters to play here as the Bear Creek Bruins get the ball out of halftime. 3 ball, not going to go for Eddie Andiola. The 3 ball in the first half was very, very cold. Nobody really able to hit. And Joel Chet, the one changing that, he has 2 made threes in the game now. St. Mary's led after the first quarter 14-6. And St. Mary's still outscored Bear Creek in the second quarter 16-14, but they were able to get it closer. And now with that made 3, it's a 7-point game. We haven't seen that since the opening minutes of the first quarter. Easley picks up his third. He picked up his second with about 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Coach took him out, subbed in, and we didn't want to see him get in more foul trouble at the end there. And it was a good plan by Coach, is picking up his third early in the third quarter is essentially picking that one up at the end of the second when you really think about it. Hingston hits him from the free throw line. Duncan on the attack will be fouled, a reach in by Wethington. Bounce pass. Great finish by Joel Chet. He has all 5 points for Bear Creek in the third quarter. We've only played a minute in the second half. St. Mary's had a very rough time in the second quarter, just passing the ball, keeping it in control, and getting good shot opportunities. 3, way off mark. Nemo Lucas will bring it down on the defensive board. He'll set up the offense, 3 high, 2 low. In the bottom left corner, it's Eddie Andiola. Duncan fouled again. I believe this one goes on Arnaudo. Actually, it's going to go against Hingston as Duncan, his last 2 possessions, he's driving strong in St. Mary's. All they can do is try to stand in front, but they don't want to be bodied by Duncan. 6'3" senior, 178 pounds. They'll step off to the side, try to reach in and disrupt the ball, but instead they're grabbing the arm, and that's what's leading to the fouls. Withington in some trouble. Stevens, he was hot in the first quarter, hasn't done much since. Gets bodied to the hardwood, and the ball is loose. No whistle calls until it goes out of bounds, where Bear Creek will take over. Beautiful play by Lucas. Multiple defenders off of his back. He's going to sidestep into a 3. The only defense is Arnaudo, and Lucas makes him pay. The knockdown 3 cuts the lead to 4. Driving right through, smokes the layup again, denied by the bottom of the rim. Arnaudo couldn't hit it, but now it's taken by Wethington. Wethington straight down the middle, a little body contact. Officials know it's just a little shoulder bump, and there is nothing going in full body-to-body contact. Andiola, he'll pick up a foul. St. Mary's will inbound from the baseline. Second team foul against Bear Creek. Stevens lost it. Don't know what happened there, but Stevens just kind of looked in shock. Duncan has the option in the corner, hesitates, now he's trapped, tries to throw it away in a pickle. It'll stay with Bear Creek, launching off the arm of Jaden Hingston. No-look pass, throws it away, and coach looks at him and asks, what are you doing? Bear Creek, they make the comeback. It's a 3-point game. You can't be acting fancy. You don't even have the lead yet. 5 minutes to go in the third. St. Mary's scoring at a standstill. It's a 9-2 run for Bear Creek in the third quarter. The 2 points for St. Mary's came from the free throw line. This is almost what we saw in the first quarter with Bear Creek. Get a push from behind. That's going to go against Arnaudo. With Arnaudo picking up the foul, they'll bring back in Ibrahim Karabala, the sophomore forward. Him against Duncan is a pair that we will most likely see here in this possession. They're standing at the high post. Ball continues to move around him. Duncan is trying to body up his way against Karabala. Defense going high-low for St. Mary's. 3 for Lucas. Front iron comes out to the Rams. Halfway through the third quarter. On the attack. Picks up his dribble early. Ball, volleyball batted back. Count the basket and a foul. Adrian Bankston, a hard foul, is going to the line for a 3-point play is William Weathington. Withington, good on the old-fashioned 3-point play that puts the Rams back up by 6. Timmy Daw throws it to the far wing. Corner, standing there for a while, almost invisible. Euros, denied. Ibrahim Karabala deflects it, leading up for the right hand. Not going to go, smokes the layup, and now he has to earn his points one by one. Jaden Hingston got way too excited, thought he was going to have a lane to throw down the jam, but instead, ball slicks out, and now has to earn his points, not just given to him. .63% free throw shooter, Hingston. Goes 1 of 2, but an offensive rebound. No, they're going to call an offensive foul against Ibrahim Karabala. I believe that's his third. Both teams have 4 fouls in the quarter. You could see most likely some free throws from bonus play. Bear Creek Bruin fans, or rather St. Mary's fans, not liking that no call. Bruin came up from behind. It looked like there was quite a bit of contact. Timeout, Bruins. They'll have the ball after this break. There's 3 to go in the third. 7-point game. St. Mary's on top.
The time to get in shape is finally here. The Boss Move Fitness app is here to
36-29, 3 minutes to go in the third. Bruins have the ball. You're watching NorCal Sports TV Super Saturday. 1:30 tip-off for our second game. The Sonora Wildcats against the Lodi Flames. A good matchup between the Wildcats and the Flames. They've played twice in history in recent years. We'll see them for the third time today. That's the 5th foul against St. Mary's in the quarter, leading us to bonus free throws with Joel Chet. Chet brings the Bruins within the same decade, 36-30. Chet hits both. 2-possession game, 5 points. Full court press from the Bruins. Have 3 seconds to get it across. 2 seconds. At half court, they fling it in, bodied from behind. Elijah Duncan, his foul. That's the 5th against the team and will lead to free throws now. Camelo misses his first of 2. Camelo, 4 points per game from the free throw line. He's 82%, only taken 11. Or now 12 rather, and he's missed 3. Vincent Arnado ready to check back in as both free throws are off the mark. He's missed 2 of his 11 attempts through the season and now has missed 2 in a row. That's 4 of 13 that he's now missed. Opposite corner, 3 on the way. Andiola battles out the deep ball. Put back. Flung up and in from Nemo Lucas. It's the closest it's been since the very opening of the game, 36-33. Top of the arc 3, Hingston. Both teams having to be careful defensively. Both teams in the bonus. Ball slips out of the hands. It goes into Easley, but then he's blocked by his own player who's cutting across. Joel Chet lost the handle. Easley picked it up and blocked by Chet. It's not very often you see something like that. .90 seconds left to play in the third. 36-33, St. Mary's wanting to push that lead back up. They do so with the backdoor find to Andrew Camelo. Timmy Daw will check back in for the Bruins. Ball deflected, taken down by Hingston, rises up with the right hand, and from a three-point game back to 7 in the matter of 10 seconds. Coach Scooter Bloom for St. Mary's telling Hingston not to reach, very close to being called on the foul for it. 15-footer Joel Chet, he's been the leader on the Bruins side of things, keeping them alive in this tight battle on Super Saturday. Miloneda. Far corner three, Mason Eagle. No shot clock for the Bruins. Joel Chet will bring it down. He's in some trouble. Ball is loose, and it stays with the Bruins. St. Mary's, luckily, no foul call on that. It's easy for the officials to see one finger slide down a forearm, and they call a foul. They hear the official saw it go out of bounds and decides to just keep it with Bear Creek. 15 seconds to get the final shot off of the quarter. It's a 5-point game. They can bring it down to a possible 2. Chet holding high. He's defended by Miloneda. 15-footer, open, rebound, put back. Daw creeps off the rim, throwing full court. It's not going to count even if it goes. But we have a 5-point game heading to the 4th in Stockton. It's 40-35, St. Mary's leading Bear Creek. It's NorCal Sports TV Super Saturday, starting off with a good one. 5-point game with 8 minutes to go. St. Mary's on top. They've led the entire game, although for the first time, Bear Creek has outscored St. Mary's in a quarter. 15 points in that quarter for Bear Creek, only 10 for St. Mary's, cutting the lead to just 5. Pass deflected, picked up by the Bruins, hoping to continue their hot streak offensively. Bear Creek Bruins averaging 62 points per game. They've been held to 35 through the first 3 quarters. They allow 57, which is close to what St. Mary's might hit in this, especially since their average points scored is 54, and they allow 54 as well. The numbers are really coming alive in this game. It's an average game for both teams, except the scoring-wise of Bear Creek. It was a 10-point game at halftime. Slowly but surely, Bear Creek back in the battle. Joel Chet denies it from behind. In transition, the Bruins still on point to attack. Andiola finds Timmy Daw. Now a 3 from the wing. Andiola knocks it down. It's a 2-point game. NorCal Sports TV Super Saturday continues with Game 2. The Sonora High Wildcats against the Lodi Flames have 6 games today. This is just the first of 6. Every game going to be a battle like you see here. William Wethington to the free throw line, shooting 2. Missed free throw for Wethington. A 74% free throw shooter, averaging 8 points per game. Able to go 50% on this trip. 3-point game. Bear Creek looking for their first lead, or the first tie since the opening minute of the quarter, the first quarter rather. Timmy Daw on the attack. Will Stevens, the defensive pressure. Andiola with a heat check. Can't go back-to-back threes and then throws it away. Bear Creek will get it back on an unforced turnover. William Wethington is tap dancing on the baseline, trying to stay in bounds, and throws it away. Campos can't penetrate against the pressure from Hingston. Daw back to Andiola. Gets him in the popcorn machine. 15-footer. Won't get the bounce. Travel. Easy call. Stevens frustrated with himself. Jeremy Krause took the shot anyway, even though the whistle's blew, and knocks down the three that could have potentially put St. Mary's up big in the fourth quarter, but we still remain at a 3-point game. Bear Creek has the ball after this. St. Mary's called the timeout. It's a 3-point game. They're still in the lead. Bear Creek has the ball. 5 minutes, 52 seconds remain in our first game of NorCal Sports TV Super Saturday. I'm the voice of choice, Levi Flores. Thank you for joining me here in Stockton. From San Joaquin Delta College, the host of this year's Super Saturday. And Super it is. Bear Creek battling back from a large deficit. They still haven't had the lead in the game, looking for their first. 3-ball, not going to go. Other side, that'll go down. Tyler Campos ties it up at 41. The first tie we've had since the opening minute. Ball is loose, picked back up by St. Mary's, deflected. It'll be Ram basketball. And for the second time in the quarter, William Wethington with a small limp. He'll have to go to the sideline. Actually, no, it looks like he's just going to walk it off and play through it. Krause gets it into Wethington. No room for error at this point. Bear Creek has gotten better and better with each shot attempt. They finally tied it up, and it's come down to the fourth quarter. Backdoor pass. Stevens throws it up with the left hand, and it rims out. Duncan in transition, stopped by 2 Ram players, gets him off his feet, 15-footer, front rim, asking for a foul. No one's there to give it to him, but this time it will be Timmy Daw heading to the free throw line, shooting 2, and the foul goes against Vincent Arnado. That should be his 4th. Daw puts down the first. Jonah Milonita will enter into play as Steven exits. Daw hits both. Bear Creek has their first lead. Easy drive in with the left hand. Vincent Arnado puts it through. ties it back up at 43-43, and we saw the Sonora Wildcats walking on the baseline there. They'll be next. Here goes Wethington. Smokes the layup. Another one. Thought we left that behind in middle school. Daw tossing it up. Offensive foul. Jeremy Krause takes the hit on the charge, and Timmy Daw will give the ball straight back to St. Mary's. St. Mary's trying to attack those backdoor passes. This time it doesn't quite work out. At least they keep possession. 15-footer off balance. Jonah Milonita showing off the tough bucket. St. Mary's retakes the lead. Left side drive. Floats it up with the right hand. A circus shot like an acrobat. Nemo Lucas will tie it right back up. Free ball, front iron. Leading pass, trying to find Duncan. Lucas gets it tipped, deflected. They'll try it again this time. Duncan, 1v1 against Krause, throws it up. Blows that one, and St. Mary's looks like they have numbers. 3-on-2. Nobody wants to go back and play defense. Vincent Arnado says, I'll take it for free. Timeout, Bear Creek. It's St. Mary's on top by 2. You're watching NorCal Sports TV Super Saturday.
The time to get in shape is finally here. The Boss Move Fitness app is here to help you accomplish your goals with a customized meal plan, day by day, with a shopping list to make sure that you're eating something nutritious and delicious to help you lose the belly fat for good. It also comes with a customized workout plan, whether you're in a gym or at home, so therefore you never ever have to question what you're doing to make sure you get in the shape that you want to be in. Get started today at GetStartedAtBossMoveFitness.com to accomplish your goals.
The Bear Creek Bruins took their first lead in the game with 4 minutes, 50 seconds left. It was 42-41 at that point, and now it's been a back-and-forth battle. 1 bucket Bruins, 1 bucket Rams, back and forth, back and forth. St. Mary's currently holds a 2-point lead, 47-45. And Bear Creek getting the ball after the timeout. 3:26 to go, not a lot of time, no room for error in a one-possession game. St. Mary's quickly coming up with the full court press. It'll work out for him. 10-foot right-hand floater extends the lead to 4. Duncan loses it, but a whistle will keep it Bruin ball. A foul against St. Mary's. That's their second in the quarter. Bounce pass down to Duncan. He'll take it through 3 white jerseys. Withington slowing up the offense. Limited possessions left in the game, and St. Mary's wants to control how many they give to Bear Creek. Misses the 3, barely nicks the rim. Picked back up by Krause. Wethington 3 off right side. Long rebound. Oh, they're going to call a travel. Bruins fans not liking the call. St. Mary's calls the timeout, and coach is going to go over and talk to the officials about it. 49-45 in Stockton. Bruins fans audibly and visibly upset after that last call where Bear Creek was caught on a travel. Looking closer at the replay, looks like he got fouled a couple of times, but the official let it play through and eventually called the travel. 2.5 minutes, Bear Creek. They're down by 4 after St. Mary's got a steal on an inbound with the full court press. Bear Creek's offense and defense needs to work harder than ever if they want to take a win here today. Backdoor, beautiful find, Vincent Arnado. The lead is back up to 6. Duncan's fouled by Jaden Hingston. It's just his second foul, the third against the team in the quarter. Both teams have 3 team fouls. Can possibly see St. Mary's get into the bonus if Bear Creek decides to start fouling. Bear Creek Bruin fans again upset as the pass came out of the hands of Lucas on the baseline and the whistle blew after he released it. All he has to do is get rid of it and not be standing on the baseline touching the ball. The Bruins thought the timing was bad on the official. Withington to the corner, an open 3. Poe goes out, offensive rebound, sets back up from 15, rattles it through, Jonah Milonita. Underneath, easily, with an easy play. 53-47, 6-point difference. 90 seconds left, Bear Creek have a decision to make. Do you foul or do you go for a steal? Backcourt violation against St. Mary's. Jeremy Krause standing near midcourt. We have this last play, the shot from 15 feet. And then the last basket by Easley just a moment ago. 53-47. Bruins fans saying, take your time. That's exactly what they need to do. But they need the shots to go down. Duncan attacking, lost it, fouled. Goes against Jaden Hingston. That's going to be the 4th against St. Mary's. The next one will be bonus free throws for the Bruins. Inbound goes to Easley. Shot clock down to 10. Game clock at a minute. Duncan airballs saved by Easley. Back into the Rams. Leading up, Withington denied by the rim. He didn't need to shoot it. He could have held possession on one side of the court. Decides to take the shot. Duncan will have it bounce out. Bruin fans wanting the violation of Krause. Bucket, Bear Creek. It's a 4-point game with 37 seconds left. And the missed layup on the other side for St. Mary's could be what makes or break this game. 53-49. It's NorCal Sports TV Super Saturday. This last minute has been wild. Bear Creek missed a shot. St. Mary's goes down. Blow a layup where they could have held possession and drawn out the time. Instead, they miss a layup. Bear Creek goes down, scores a bucket. They'll be in the bonus on the next foul if they're able to get to that point. And here's a foul. Joel Chet will be picking it up. That's just the fourth on the team with 22 seconds left. 4-point game. Remember, high school basketball, no more 1-and-1s. It's 5 fouls per quarter, and it's automatic 2 shots instead of 7.5 getting you a 1-and-1 and then 10 getting you into the double. Push from behind Eddie Andiola. That'll be the 5th, and now we get free throws. Arenado at the free throw line for 2. And once again, 6 games today for NorCal Sports TV Super Saturday. We have the Sonora Wildcats and the Lodi Flames playing next. Tip-off roughly around 1:30. Might be delayed a couple of minutes. Arenado misses the first free throw. That'll let the Rams push their defense back. Possibly make it a 5-point game. It's 2 possessions either way, whether he makes or misses. It's a miss. 4-point game, 15 seconds left. The Bruins will bring it down. Duncan from downtown, from Curry's court. Not going to go. Had to get a shot off quick. Just didn't need to take it from that deep. And will most likely just end the game. St. Mary's gets the rebound, fouled again, and they'll go back to the free throw line with 2 more. He claims the first, 54-49. And hits the second. Timeout, St. Mary's for the final 8 seconds. We'll have Bruin basketball after the break, but we'll stay here and talk more about NorCal Sports TV Super Saturday. Sonora Lodi playing next after the conclusion of this game. We'll have Tracy Venture Academy tipping off roughly around 3 o'clock. Moreau Catholic out of Hayward, Intercom out of Sacramento. Then Sacramento Weston Ranch at 6 and at 7:30 to end the night. Bishop O'Dowd coming from Oakland playing against Lincoln of Stockton. Delta College, the host of this year's Super Saturday. Venture Academy with us as well, hosting the event despite it being at Delta College. 55-49, 8 seconds to go. Bear Creek will bring in the ball, and it's just about out of reach. The game's in the fridge. We'll get ready for the Lodi Flames and the Sonora Wildcats coming up soon. St. Mary's averaging 54 points per game on the season. They have 55 to the books. For St. Mary's, it's almost number by number. They average 54 scoring. They allow 54 scoring, and defense played quite a bit better than their average, especially in the first quarter. It was 14-6 after the first 8 minutes. They held Bear Creek to just 14 points in the second quarter, 15 in the third. They were outscored. And in the final second, one last shot. Bear Creek not going to do it. 55-49. St. Mary's takes down Bear Creek at NorCal Sports TV Super Saturday. We'll see you in just a couple minutes as the Wildcats take on the Flames from Delta College.